Welcome to Entre-Real Estate, where we turn the complexities of real estate into clear, actionable steps for building generational wealth. I've invested into different types of real estate all over the United States, and I run a thriving real estate fund. Join me as we document the entrepreneurial journey of scaling businesses and transforming the lives of tens of thousands of people around the world. Let's turn your real estate dreams into reality. Buckle up, because this is the start of something truly incredible. My name is Devin Robinson, and welcome to Entre-Real Estate. What's up? Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. And one thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I bring the entrepreneurship side of real estate out. Now, I know that everybody's not going to be going as deep as I go into my company. Not everybody wants to even start a company that looks like mine. You just want to invest in some real estate. You just want to build generational wealth. You just want to learn how to do that, and you want to pass it to your kids. And so there's a couple things that I've done that I'm actually pretty excited about. The one thing I've done is I've actually started a community for regular people that want to invest into real estate. So if you are a real estate professional, I'm sorry, unfortunately, this group is actually not for you. The group is actually for regular people. It's called Real Life REI, Real Life Real Estate Investors. It's for people that have 9-to-5s, work a W-2. Maybe they have a 1099, but it's not in real estate. But they know they want to leave generational wealth and a legacy for their kids and their children one day, and their children's children one day. And so I wanted to build this community to help those people, whether that's to actively invest into real estate, to learn how to find off-market properties if you're not going to build out a team, or whether that's to do fix and flips or some of that stuff, or whether that's to passively invest into real estate through a couple of different things. I have a ton of options for people to make 15% more on their money, and there's options for that as well. And so this group is for that, and so I'm really excited. But on this episode, I actually want to let you all know what I'm doing with my company. What am I doing from the marketing standpoint? Where are we going? Because there's a lot of exciting things you can do in this industry, and even what it looks like. So just to give you a rundown, we only market to foreclosures. There are a ton of different ways to get off-market properties in this industry. You can go and you can pull lists. A lot of people want to go to a batch leads or a prop stream. They'll pull a list of high equity absentee owners. By the way, if that's how you want to do this, that's probably the best list. High equity absentee owners, over 40% equity. They own over 40% more equity in their property. Those are people that are typically tired landlords, people that have the equity that would be willing to sell for cash if they're in some sort of motivation, all of those things. Now, what we do not do is we do not ask the typical 4 pillars. When you're reaching out to off-market properties and you're trying to get a property from somebody and you pull data and you do this, you look for 4 pillars. You look for condition, timeline, motivation, and price. Because we are very niche in our data, we only pull foreclosure data. None of that stuff really matters. Price doesn't necessarily matter because they owe what they owe. And the timeline doesn't really matter because their auction is coming up and it's on a set date. The motivation, we know. They're in foreclosure, they need help, they don't really know where to go, and their auction is coming up soon. And the condition doesn't really matter because of the discount in which we get the property, because the other 3 pillars are so strong. So what my marketing team looks like, I've got about 7 or 8 VAs. Because I own a virtual assistant staffing company, I have the opportunity to have virtual assistants to help me. So I've got virtual assistants that, one, pull county data daily. So we have a spreadsheet that has all of the county data, and it's actually a very living sheet. And so every day that data is updated with who they are, how much equity they probably have in. We do that by pulling from batch leads. Then we skip trace it with one of our services, either Skip Genie, Skip Matrix. And if you use Skip Matrix, you can use the code DEVINR for a cent off of each of your skip traces, which is nice. But that will also give us the name, if they've been deceased or not, if they filed bankruptcy. It gives us family members' phone numbers, associates' phone numbers. It even gives us IP address. It's wild. But we use that information to be able to reach people. So then I have a team of cold callers. Because we're in 4 different states, I have 1 cold caller per state. They're just calling through, and it's also a very manual process. They're just calling through all of the data. I'm seeing if they can get a hold of anybody. At this point, it doesn't really matter if they want to sell it to us or not. If we get a hold of an owner, that's a hot lead. Because a lot of times when it comes to foreclosures, people aren't necessarily answering their phone. They've got their car payment is calling them, their credit cards are calling them, their utility people are calling them. There's all sorts of people calling them. They're not answering the phone at all. So if we get a hold of them, then we win. So we've got a cold caller for each state. Then we have 1 cold caller batch dialing everybody about twice a week. Then from there, all of my salespeople, so I've got 4 salespeople, and they actually are sending videos to each and every person in foreclosure to get a hold of them. We found that videos are extremely effective. They're filled with empathy, and we really want to help people. So that's how we do that. So then when we do get a hold of people, we put them into our CRM and we got them on a drip campaign for email and texting. Because again, it's really hard to get a hold of these people. So we want to make sure that we are in constant contact with them. And then one thing I'm really excited about is we are actually going to start geofence ads. I just recorded all of the ads for it, where we're going to start actually sending ads to people's specific addresses. So literally, we have our list, we'll upload our list to our person, and anybody that connects to the internet at that address will then receive ads from me. And it goes onto all of their devices, from Hulu to YouTube to Instagram to even on Pandora or Spotify. They'll hear our ads. And so instead of just reaching these people once, we reach them a lot of times, which allows us to expand at scale into these other areas because our niche data is so small. So our marketing looks like that. We haven't really started the ads one yet. We're actually starting that in the next week. I'm very excited for that. But if we're going to do that, we also got to make sure that our inbound setup, the infrastructure of the ability to be able to intake all of these people calling in, from our phone systems to our sales process to all of that, has to be dialed in. So I'm really excited as we get that dialed in. I can really see us scaling really well from here. And so I really look forward to that. I'm excited to share that with you, and I'm excited for you all to join the journey on that. If you have any questions in particular, please don't hesitate to let me know. I'm more than happy. You can hit me up on Instagram, anywhere you could find me. I would be more than happy to answer any question to help you to grow along in this Entre real estate journey. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace.